What's up guys, this is Anime Crossover. I'm back with another episode of What If Naruto Was the Legendary Silver Fox Part 2, and if you did enjoy this video, give this video a like, and if you're new to my channel and like my content, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more crossover fictions with a twist. Now let's begin this new video.
Chapter 2. After 5 years, Naruto awoke, wiping his eyes and moaning at the thought of waking up so early in the morning, when he realized it was the day of his graduation test. Naruto's tail had grown longer, with silver fur and a white point, and he now had silver accents in his golden hair, which he secured in a ponytail and extended past his shoulders. Naruto had recovered his voice over the years, but remained mostly silent, and had discovered that his Ryugan was comparable to the Sharingan and Byakugan. The Ryugan can replicate any jutsu, including lineages, but only for a limited period and without a weak area. The Ryugan resembled the Sharingan, but it was gold rather than red, and it had silver Tomoe rather than black, as well as 2 silver circles around the lens, one facing up and the other facing down. Like the Sharingan, the Ryugan also has a Mangekyu Ryugan where the Tomoe fused together while the triangles moved toward the edge of the iris of the eye with 3 ultimate techniques. The first is the Hurricane Dragon. A dragon made of wind that can absorb any attack at it and send it right back to its target 100 folds, along with Category 5 hurricanes that can tear an opponent to pieces in mere minutes. The second is the Roaring Phoenix. A large phoenix appears stretching its wings, emitting a large screech that sends a large heat pulse burning the target severely, and then swoops down incinerating an opponent in seconds. And finally the Lightning Howl. A lightning wolf-like creature with a horn appears, striking swift and quick at its target, and would never give up its prey until it was dead. This level is attained when the Ryugan has gained complete maturity. The other scrolls had his father's blades, each with its own affinity. A blue katana that could emit winds that could slice and create tornadoes by the name of Tempest, a red double-edged sword that emits a large whip of flames, and send a large flame attack at an opponent by the name of Blaze, and a yellow rapier that emits a large electric pulse when it's about to strike hard, and a seeking electric attack at an opponent by the name of Spark. Naruto also learned several kitsune techniques from Kira's instruction, as well as rudimentary kenjutsu of the Fox School from Kira, who was a swordswoman herself. Naruto awoke to discover a girl his age with large C-cup breasts, a large blouse that was her nightgown, long red hair with 2 fox ears that complemented her face, and a long red foxtail with a white point. Naruto laughed gently as he leaned down and kissed her on the mouth. The girl groaned fervently as she wrapped both her arms around Naruto's neck. "Morning, Vixenheim," both teenagers said as they broke their embrace. "Good morning, Foxy-kun." Naruto and Kira had grown so close that they had become lovers, but they had yet to have intercourse. "How about you take a shower while I go make breakfast?" "Okay, Foxy-kun, I still can't believe you became such an amazing chef." "What else can I say? Trial and error is a good way to learn," Naruto said as Kira kissed him on the mouth and walked towards the bathroom. As Naruto was serving orange juice, Kira walked out sporting a red blouse, black drawstring shorts, and a weapons holster on her right leg, while Naruto was making eggs, bacon, sausage, and French toast. Both ate rapidly, and Naruto quickly showered while Kira rinsed the plates. Naruto appeared in a dark blue blouse with a white Uzumaki spiral on the back, black loose shorts, black perspiration bands, and 2 weapon pouches on both legs. "Are you ready, Kira-heim?" "Yep, I just finished," Kira said. Naruto performed a ram seal and quickly did the only genjutsu he knew to hide his features and swords, and put on a red cloak, placing the hood over his head, and placing his 3 sword over his right side as Kira shifted her form into a little red fox and jumped on Naruto's shoulder, wrapping her tail around his neck like a scarf. "First, we must visit the Hokage Tower. The elderly guy said he needed to speak with me and Sasuke-kun about something essential. I also think I should tell him about us," Naruto added. "Alright, Foxy-kun, I won't halt you. Perhaps I can clear my name with him," Kira said. Naruto leapt from rooftop to rooftop, his gaze fixed on the Hokage structure. "The Hokage Tower. I have an appointment with the Hokage," Naruto said monotonely to his assistant, who just glared at him and let him pass, worrying for her life and employment. When he got inside, he noticed Sasuke seated in front of the Hokage, dressed in a dark blue shirt with a high collar and the Uchiha fan on the back, white perspiration bands and leg warmers, white loose shorts, and a weapons holster on his right thigh with sutures underneath. Naruto arrived just in time. "Please take a seat," the Hokage said, motioning to the bench next to Sasuke. "Now, the reason I summoned you here is because both of you are the last of your tribes. As a result, according to our rule, both of you must marry at least 4 women in order to be regarded as members of the committee and leaders of your tribes in the future," said the Hokage. "Excellent, simply excellent. If everyone in our class knew, The girls would flock to me like moths to a flame, Sasuke said. The Hokage glanced at him, perplexed, and turned to Naruto for an answer. Fangirls, Naruto explained, making the Hokage fully comprehend. Hey, old man, there's something I need to tell you, Naruto said, rubbing the back of his skull. What exactly is it, Naruto? Inquired the Hokage. Well, how shall I put this? I made contact with the Kyuubi, Naruto explained. What? Shouted the Hokage, rapidly executing a sequence of hand rituals that caused the chamber to briefly illuminate blue before returning to normal. There would now be no one listening in on us. Naruto, how did you get in touch with me? Tell me everything you talk about, and don't leave anything out. He might try to trick you into releasing him, the Hokage expressed concern. Well, for starters, he is actually a she, and I asked her why she attacked the village when she told me that a man by the name of Orochimaru tricked her by placing a genjutsu on her, but it backfired, causing her to go into her primal state and attacking the village thinking she was defending herself, explained Naruto. Exactly like Minato thought, with the exception of Kyuubi being a female, pondered the Hokage. She is very delicate and compassionate. In fact, she gave me my first gift, a small furry fox. She was weeping for me when I first met her, for my anguish and misery. She truly cared for me during my time alone with no one to assist me. I guess that's how we fell in love. She's like my angel, Naruto thought aloud, causing the little fox to flush, but no one noticed because her hair was scarlet. I didn't see that coming. So, Naruto, if you trust her, I suppose I can trust her too for the time being, but just to be safe, keep this between the three of us, said the Hokage. How could you, Orochimaru? You destroyed a boy's life to further your own goals and dominance. Do you want to be powerful? Could it be? It has to be, there's no other way to explain it. He was the only one who could master the method. I've been so deafeningly dia. Thank you, Sarutobi-sama, an enigmatic feminine voice said. Who said that? The Hokage inquired, surprised. I'm Hokage-sama, the little fox on Naruto-kun's shoulder, or as you call me, the Kyuubi no Kitsune, Kira said, wiggling her tail. Don't worry, Naruto-kun has most of my powers inside him, so technically I'm still sealed, Kira said, interrupting the Hokage. I only have a corporeal body and access to the same quantity of energy that Naruto-kun does. Also, I'd appreciate it if you called me Kira, my actual name, rather than my position, Kira said politely and gently. You really are gentle, the Hokage said lightly as he glanced at Kira. Thank you, Kira said as Naruto rubbed behind her ears, causing her to murmur. By the way, Sasuke, I'd also like to praise you for being so nice to Naruto-kun. As a prize, I'd like to call an old acquaintance and grant you some of his abilities, transforming you into a half-demon canine like Naruto-kun. If you accept, Kira stated. Of course, why not? I was a little envious of Naruto's tail because it seems pretty useful in some situations, Sasuke blushed. Sarutobi-sama, I also need your approval. I'm not going to do it unless you agree to avoid any political issues with anyone, Kira stated. Yes, because if my theories are accurate, Orochimaru wasn't the only one who bothered you and destroyed Naruto's existence. He could have also murdered Sasuke's family. As I now understand, he is the only person who has ever mastered the jutsu that Sasuke detailed. My old age is catching up with me, Sarutobi said, crossing his arms. If you want, I can go back in time for a little while and revert you to about 0.40 years old or so, Kira said, making Sarutobi like her every second. However, this is something I can only do once. So you can reverse time for a limited time, but only once? Sarutobi inquired. Yes, it was a birthday present from the Shinigami. If you ask me, he just forgot and did that as a cover-up, Kira explained. Also, Naruto-kun and I cannot die of old age or disease, and would stop aging around the age of 21 or so, but we can still die from being stabbed, poisoned, or anything that kills, Kira clarified. So, shall we begin? Asked Kira. Sarutobi seized Sasuke and Naruto and vanished in a flurry of foliage. Now then, I would like the three of you to keep my identity and appearance a secret, Kira said, getting an assent from the triumvirate. Kira changed into her human form, stunning the three with her beauty. No matter how many times she does that, I'm still amazed at how she looks, Naruto said, causing Kira to flush, making her even more stunning. Canine calling jutsu. Kira exclaimed after a sequence of hand gestures. There was a large cloud of smoke in the area, and there was a large wolf with large black talons, black hair, golden eyes with silted irises, 9 long tails, and an attitude of elegance and confidence. Whistle, wow, that's impressive, Sasuke said. Black hair, black irises, fan sign, you must be a Uchiha. However, you have excellent taste in creatures, the wolf said. Darcia, it's good to see you again. How are the ladies and cubs? Kira waggled her tail. Well, if it's not Kira Yoko of the Fox clan. Last I heard, you were encased within an infant. The Shinigami was furious that he had to do this. Despite the fact that he knew it wasn't your responsibility, he chose to protect that human spirit by not consuming him. The family is doing well, but the pups continue to decline to succeed me when I resign, and your brother, shockingly, is not a terrible pack leader, albeit still raw behind the ears. Though I'm sure he'd return the title to you because he looks up to his big sister, Darcia, the wolf, said. Darcia, I was wondering if you could share your ability with Sasuke here, Kira said, referring to Sasuke. You see, his tribe was killed by the same individual who caused me to go insane. He must be extremely powerful to make me do that. Normally, I would dismiss this idea, but if he did that to you, he will face the wrath of the entire Canine Alliance. Fox, wolf, coyote, dog, jackals, and dingo, Darcia hissed. Then 5 huge clouds appeared, followed by the heads of the remainder of the canine clans. After the dust dispersed, the 3 samurai and Kira were surrounded by a big wolf, canine, jackal, dingo, and fox. The fox was smaller than Darcia, with brown hair and soft green eyes, strong legs, and keen talons. The jackal was about the same height as the coyote but had bigger pointed ears and khaki-colored hair with black fur on top and corresponding black irises. The canine had brownish-black hair with a white underside like a husky, bigger talons than the other animals, and blue eyes like Naruto's. The dingo was pale reddish-red with a white abdomen and bigger canines. Except for the fox, all of the animals had 9 tails. Sis, is that you? Inquired a 7-tailed fox. Hello, little bro, nice to see you again, Kira said. The fox transformed into a little boy about Kira's age, with red hair, whiskers, and tail, green eyes, and rushing up to embrace her. What has happened to you? You look my age, the youngster said. It's a long story, but please allow me to introduce you all. Kira addressed the group. This is the Canine Alliance, Naruto-kun, Sasuke, Sarutobi-sama, Darcia of the Wolf Clan, Tobo of the Coyote Clan, Sarah of the Dog Clan, Aaron of the Jackal Clan, Miharu of the Dingo Clan, and of course my little brother Hiroshi of the Fox Clan. The 3 bowed respectfully, and each of the dogs returned the motion. Hiroshi cleared his mouth and spoke clearly. I, Hiroshi of the Fox Clan, hereby relinquish power and title as Fox Clan head to my sister Kira Yoko. The Canine Council accepts as long as Kira wants to reclaim the title. If she refuses, Hiroshi Yoko will stay the Fox Clan's leader, Aaron stated. I gladly accept the title of Fox Clan head on the condition that Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze be considered my mate and named head when he reaches his 9th tail, Kira said. Same old vixen, but it's great to see you again. Kira-chan. I was very concerned when we all heard the news, Tobo said. Tobo, we have more pressing issues to deal with. Apparently, there is a guy powerful enough to deal with one of our own. Step forward, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, and drop your genjutsu, Darcia said. Darcia's knowledge of the genjutsu surprised Naruto, but he immediately recalled that dogs have a keen sense of scent. Silver fur, so the legends about the legendary silver fox that holds untold power are true. But how? Exclaimed Naruto, causing all of the dogs to gulp. And why a half-breed? Sarah wondered.
That's simple. It's because his lineage is combined with my abilities, which are locked inside him. Because of our link, he has unfathomable ability, which enables me to share his lineage and influence. He would also make an excellent leader eventually, and I adored him for his kindness and gentleness. Also, according to the rules of this community, he will need more than one partner to re-establish his lineage, said Kira, shutting her eyes with a flush.
It appears you really like this guy. I agree to the terms, Miharu stated. Also, this boy has seen suffering beyond anything any living creature has ever seen, Kira interjected again. I grant each of you permission to access my memories and witness what he has endured over the years, Kira said. Kira and the rest of the canines closed their eyes as different colored chakra engulfed her as each visibly flinched as they watched all the beatings, pain, and suffering Naruto suffered, as well as the kindness and salvation of Itachi, Sasuke, the 2 Kunoichi Jonin, Tuchi and Ayame, and the love of Kira. This child is fortunate to have his mind intact, and demonstrates a tremendous affection to you, Kira. You really know how to pick a partner. Are you sure you're okay with him having more than one friend? Miharu inquired. Yes, as long as they love him as much as I do, Kira blushed once more. I promise you that I have done everything possible to safeguard Minato's kid. However, whenever a decent guy like Tuchi Ichiraku or Itachi Uchiha tries to foster him, My committee decides to intervene and undermine their attempts. I would have gladly adopted him, but I am afraid that if I do, the council will mutiny against me and replace me with someone who will kill the boy and repeal my law that protects him, said the Hokage. Minato? So the child already wields considerable influence. That crimson sword looked familiar. It's Blaze, my older brother's sword, Darcia revealed, stunning everyone. That sword was made from his fang, infused with his abilities. That means the other two belong to the Falcon clan and the Dragon clan, respectively. These two clans had long been allies with all of us, Tomoe explained. The swordsman's souls must still be latent within the sword's strength, waiting to rise. Minato Namikaze discovered all three blades and rapidly harnessed their strength, revealing their real shapes. He had to have handed it down to his kid. According to Kira's recollections, you must be the Hokage. We offer a grateful hand to you, and we comprehend your situation, Darcia said, shifting his gaze to Sasuke. Sasuke, take a step forward. Sasuke Uchiha, under the consideration of Kira Yoko, how do you feel about Naruto Namikaze? Said Kira Yoko as Sasuke moved forward, apprehensive. Darcia inquired. To me, he's like a sibling. He assisted in clearing my brother's reputation of murdering my entire kin. If he hadn't, I'd probably be yearning for authority right now. My brother thought we'd be closest buddies because he wished to introduce me to him when he was little. Itachi Nissan was correct in his supposition, and he would assist him in returning to the hamlet and assisting in avenging our tribe by bringing this killer to justice. My family only desired control, but my mother was delicate and loving, and it is with love and respect that I intend to re-establish my kin. For you see, people regard me as the last Uchiha, when in reality I am the first of the new, said Sasuke, getting more self-assured. That is the correct response, Sasuke Uchiha. I bestow my powers upon you and hereby name you heir to the Uchiha Wolf clan, Darcia declared. Darcia's dark energy engulfs and swiftly disperses Sasuke. Sasuke had two gray wolf ears, gray accents in his lengthier hair that extended past his shoulders, hooked hands and feet, two long canine fangs, a gray tail, and the Sharingan was active with two Tomoe in each eye. I have awakened you family's lineage, eliminating the bond that your life has to be in peril to rouse it, and you will achieve your Mangekyo Sharingan once your eyes completely develop without murdering a loved one. This trait will be passed down to your cubs, Darcia stated. Naruto, Sasuke, our children do not desire to succeed us as head. But, given how much influence a half-breed possesses, and in order to honor our children's desires, we would like you two to find appropriate individuals in your opinion to succeed us as head and future Canine Alliance leaders. Once you've decided, summon us to which would benefit a clan, and the current head would name him or her worthy enough, Eren said. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done, both lads acknowledged as Sarutobi approached. These two lads have been through a lot, but they've discovered hope in you and in themselves. I could never thank you enough, the Hokage said respectfully. Think nothing of it, Sarutobi. Enma the Monkey King spoke highly of you to his clan in the Primate Alliance when the entire summons gathered, Tomoe smiled. Hiroshi, please tell our clan that I'm fine and that I'm happy here with the man I love, Kira said, rubbing her younger sibling on the head. Alright, sis, Hiroshi said, turning to Naruto, please look after my sister Naruto-sama. This is the wolf summoning contract strictly for your mates and children, Darcia said as black energy emanated from him and materialized into a gigantic paper. If anyone else signed it, the blood would just run off. I'd like you to bear it and write your name with blood from the hand you want to call. The hand seal's names are Dragon, Snake, Rabbit, Tiger, and Dog, Darcia explained. Sasuke opened the parchment by chewing his right thumb and writing his name in the first spot. Also, a parting gift. My own blade forged by my fang, said Darcia as dark chakra once again manifested into a long katana, with a black sheath, gold hilt and guard, black handle, and the blade itself shined in the sun as a leaf dropped towards the blade's edge only to be sliced in half without Sasuke moving it. Its predilection is electricity, enabling you to execute lightning-based jutsus imbued with it. Its true form would awaken to you over time, and you already know the basic kenjutsu and style of the Wolf Clan, as well as some basic lightning jutsus that I know, Darcia said. Naruto-kun, I'd like you to do the same for our calling contract and convey it. The signs are rabbit, bird, tiger, dragon, and dog, Kira said, her energy forming itself into a folder. Naruto mimicked Sasuke's movements with his right hand, sealing the paper while Sasuke put on his new blade. The 5 summonses vanished in a haze of smoke, drawing Kira's focus to Sarutobi. Now, Sarutobi-sama, it's time for your reward, Kira exclaimed as she placed her index and middle fingers on top of Sarutobi's cranium. Kira murmured an inaudible spell as Sarutobi's creases faded, his liver spots vanished, he grew several inches, and his hair became black with some white hair. Kira moaned as she lost her equilibrium and tumbled, only to be caught by Sarutobi before collapsing. Sarutobi gave Kira to Naruto, who was wearing her wedding gown. "That must have taken a lot out of you, but thank you for the gift," Kira said as she opened her eyes and stared at Sarutobi. "You three, on the other hand, should be in class right now, studying for your final examinations. Oh, and Kira, when Naruto graduates, you will automatically become a kunoichi of the Leaf Village if you wish," Sarutobi smiled. Kira, Naruto, and Sasuke all nodded as Kira transformed into a fox and rested her head on Naruto's skull, and the boys conducted a genjutsu to conceal their features and weapons. "Thank you Sarutobi-sama, I'll consider it." Classroom at the academy. When I entered the boys' room, I noticed that everyone was already inside chatting with one another. Sasuke looked relieved until he hears a sound that he hated. "Sasuke-kun," screamed nearly every female in the room except for one girl with short dark blue hair, beautiful white eyes with a hint of lavender, a petite form hidden under her khaki jacket with a small flame above a spiral symbol, and Anbu-style shorts. Hinata Hyuga was the daughter of the Hyuga dynasty. "Naruto. Are you sure, Sasuke? Please come to my funeral after they've finished trampling me while trying to kiss or rape me." "Sure. How much do you require?" "About a 3-second head start." "Can do," Naruto declared as Sasuke bolted from the classroom, while Naruto sealed the door with his body, only to be rammed back, fracturing the door off its hinges, by a rush of hormone-crazed females pursuing their desired objective. Naruto winced in agony as he entered the classroom and checked on Kira to see if she was okay. A few minutes later, Sasuke emerged through the window, puffing, indicating that he had been sprinting a lot. "That was quick," said Naruto. "Thank God for the boys' restroom," says the pant. "Sasuke, you're wearing pants." Naruto became aware of someone observing him and turned to survey everyone until he noticed Hinata gazing at him, only to flush and swiftly turn away. "I think she likes you, Foxy-kun," Kira said quietly. "Do you agree?" "Well, she's pretty, but at least let me talk to Sakura," Naruto said quietly. "That pink-haired banshee doesn't like you, and she's always lusting after Sasuke," Kira said quietly. "On this one, Naruto, I'm going to have to concur with her. She always hits you and treats you like garbage. Not to mention she calls you an idiot because you have to hold back," Sasuke added quietly. "Fine, how about this, today is her birthday, and if she doesn't like it, I'll stop chasing her," Naruto said quietly. "Your choice," Sasuke shrugged. "Just be careful, Foxy-kun," Kira said, her eyes wide with concern. "Even if she doesn't like you, know that I will always adore you," Kira said, nuzzling Naruto's neck and causing him to stroke her behind her ears. "I made it first," shouted two girls, one of whom was dressed in a red Chinese-style dress with black Anbu-style trousers, a white circular on the back, and long pink hair. The other wore a purple blouse with bandages underneath and a matching purple skirt, with long light golden hair and light blue eyes. The pink-haired girl was known as Sakura Haruno, whom Naruto had a love on but who died slowly every time she struck him, and the other girl was Ino Yamanaka, daughter of the Yamanaka clan, who specialize in mind-altering jutsus. Both females began battling as other girls fought over who came first in general and deserved a seat next to Sasuke. When Naruto sensed a big murderous intent aimed at him, he, Kira, and Sasuke just exhaled as they stared at the gathering crowd of admirer females. Naruto glanced to his right to see a horde of admirer females threatening to murder him for seated next to Sasuke. Morning Sakura-chan. I want to wish you a joyful birth." Naruto stood up and handed Sakura an envelope, only to be cut off by her yelling, "Naruto, you idiot." Sakura struck Naruto on the right side of his torso, knocking him back, as Sasuke jumped out of his chair and grabbed Naruto. "How dare you sit next to Sasuke-kun?" exclaimed Sakura once more. Sasuke noted Naruto's respiration was irregular and wheezing, as if he was having difficulty inhaling. Sasuke looked concerned and unzipped his cape to show a tiny compartment where Sakura had struck him and he was bleeding like a kunai had pierced him. Sasuke reached into his pocket and pulled out a small pulverized white box with a pink glass fragment protruding laterally, understanding that a piece of the shard could have become lodged inside him and pierced a lung between his ribcage. Sasuke opened the package to see what the fragment looked like and drew out a tiny cherry branch that had been fractured into various small parts. The glass figure appeared to be very costly, possibly more than Naruto's entire fortune. "Kira, keep an eye out for any missing pieces. Bark once if all the pieces are present, twice if one or more are missing," said Sasuke, pulling off his and Naruto's weapon pouches, removing the bandages underneath, and beginning to clear up some of the blood. Kira growled once to indicate that all of the parts were present, while Sasuke began tearing Naruto's shirt, revealing a torso covered in tiny scars from cuts and injuries, as well as a lengthy scar that looked like a blade wound from his right shoulder to the left side of his hip. Sasuke bandaged Naruto's wound and carried him on his back. "Hang on, Naruto, I'm taking you to the hospital," Sasuke said as he leapt from rooftop to rooftop with Kira behind him. Sakura and the rest of the class gazed on in amazement as Sakura appeared at the little glass Sakura tree, recognizing how lovely it was and estimating that it must have cost Naruto a lot. The other fangirls stared at her as she fell to her knees and stared at the floor. "All those scars on your torso, Naruto-kun. What could have caused you so much pain? Naruto-kun," Hinata exclaimed as tears streamed down her cheeks. "Alright, class, calm down." Iruka, as he walked in with his companion Mizuki, noticed that his class was strangely and ominously silent. "What happened in here?" Mizuki inquired. Sakura struck Naruto simply for sitting next to Sasuke and bidding her a good birthday when his gift shattered and pierced him in the breast, puncturing a kidney. Sasuke tried to clean the wound before heading to the hospital, a random pupil explained. Iruka's eyes widened at what he heard about Naruto since Iruka had been a father figure to both Naruto and Sasuke since both boys were like brothers, and everyone would always spot them together unless it was when they left home. "Mizuki, take over the class, I'm going to the hospital," said Iruka rushing out the door. 30 minutes later, Naruto awoke to see Kira's visage in her fox shape. "Once again, you have to be an angel," Naruto said softly. "Naruto-kun, please don't do that again," Kira begged, her eyes welling up. Sasuke stormed in the next second, snatching a nearby chair and barricading the door after hearing cries from the other side. "What is it with these nurses? Do they believe I prefer mature women? Well, there was this older one who looked really cute when I visited my brother in Anbu," Sasuke recalled. "What was her name?" Naruto, who had recovered, inquired. "I see you're aware now. You work quickly, Kira," Sasuke said. "Thank you," Kira said, wiggling her tail. Her name was Hyuga Uzuki, and she was the same age as my sibling, but she regarded him as an elder brother character. She had dark purple hair, gorgeous brown eyes, a voluptuous figure, and she was the one who discovered me first and brought me the Hokage. She was really beautiful. Sasuke flushed as he remembered her. "Looks like someone has his first mate in mind," Naruto said, jolting Sasuke awake. "Naruto, Sasuke, are you present? Can you comprehend what I'm saying? Please excuse me, miss," Iruka said. "Alright, Naruto, you make the distraction, then get Iruka," Sasuke said, removing his chair and leaning against the door. "Way ahead of you, Sasuke," Naruto said, pulling out a tiny purple sphere. As Naruto hurled the sphere, producing a purple smokescreen, both boys rushed out, seized Iruka, and sprinted back into the room, hearing the ladies arguing about the smoke device. "Why didn't you use the window, Iruka-sensei?" Naruto inquired. "To be honest, the easiest way to find you was to find a mob of Sasuke's fangirls," Iruka said, rubbing the back of his skull, causing Sasuke to perspiration. "How do you feel, Naruto?" Iruka inquired. "I'm fine thanks to Kyuubi's chakra," Naruto said. Iruka had no idea Kira was the Kyuubi, nor did she realize Sasuke was already aware of it. "You, Naruto." "Don't worry, Iruka, Naruto told me about it 5 years ago when we first started the academy," Sasuke said, crossing his arms. Kira leapt onto Naruto's shoulder and saw how dejected he was. Naruto stepped outside and saw other grads' parents praising their children, which made Naruto feel even worse. When Naruto noticed Sasuke, he went to the swing set where he normally sat when he felt lonely. "Hey," Naruto said depressingly. Sasuke noted Naruto was missing a headpiece and removed his own, saying, "I'm going to ask Iruka if I can repeat the year as well." "But you used the clone jutsu. Why do you want to repeat the year?" Naruto queried. "Hey, Naruto, you're like a sibling to me, and you're probably the only surviving individual I consider family. If you didn't pass, I'd rather endure through a year of fangirls than be placed on a squad with a fangirl and a weakling who might hold the team back. Besides, I wouldn't mind a good laugh if you pulled the same stunt on Iruka next year," grinned Sasuke. "Thank you, Sasuke," Naruto said, his mood lifted. "Foxy-kun, I believe I have identified the issue. You perfectly copied Sasuke's example of the clone jutsu, but the difference in height caused the problem," stated Kira. "What do you mean, Vixenheim?" Naruto inquired. "Well, both you and Sasuke have the same quantity of energy due to Darcia combining his strength with Sasuke, and both of you have the same interior coils. The only variation between you two is your height. Because Sasuke is larger than you, his clones must flesh out with more energy to appear like a normal clone rather than a flawless clone. On the other hand, because Naruto is shorter, his energy cannot fully fill the clone, resulting in a lifeless clone," stated Kira. Now that you mention it, I did have difficulty executing it. At first, I thought I did something wrong, but it happened again during the exam and when I showed it to Naruto, Sasuke explained. So you're saying that the reason why I can't execute the clone jutsu is because I have too much energy, and because I'm short? Fate is a cruel mistress, Naruto said, weeping cascading tears. My argument precisely, the only answer I can think of is that the clones must be concrete somehow since the both of you have too much chakra to perform such a basic jutsu that limits too much of your chakra. I'm sorry, but I'm not aware of such a technique, Kira said. It's okay, Kira-hime, we'll try again next year, Naruto said as he picked her up. It's getting late, so I'm going to go home and take a shower. Same here, Sasuke said. Naruto was strolling down the street when he heard footfall coming up behind him. Hey Naruto, how are you? Mizuki inquired, catching up to Naruto. I've had better days, Naruto admitted. You know there's a way for you to graduate that Iruka hasn't told you about, Mizuki explained. Take the lure, I say. Really? How? Naruto exclaimed, his irises twinkling. Well, all you have to do is... That evening Naruto was leaping from tree to tree while holding a big paper. Yes. I finished it. Iruka-sensei will definitely pass me now, Naruto said. Something doesn't seem right here, Naruto-kun, Kira said, having second thoughts about this so-called makeup test. Don't worry, Kira-hime, Mizuki-sensei won't do anything, Naruto said. The Hokage Tower, Hokage-sama. The demon has stolen the forbidden scroll, exclaimed an unidentified jonin. I suggest you keep an eye on your tongue unless you want Ibiki to remove it for you, the Hokage warned in a perilous tone. Lord Hokage, I don't believe Naruto intended to take it. I've known him and Sasuke for a long time, and something doesn't seem quite right, Iruka said. I want to believe you, Iruka, but right now the primary goal is to get back that tablet and Naruto alive. That scroll contains forbidden jutsu, as well as the fourth sealing technique used on the Kyuubi, said the Hokage, pulling off his cap, startling most of the ninja. I want you all to locate him and bring him here living and undamaged. Iruka, find Sasuke and assist him in his search for Naruto. You have a meeting with Ibiki and Enko if I discover even one hair out of position on his scalp. Now go! Exclaimed the Hokage, waving his palm as the ninja scattered, causing the Hokage's garments to flap in the breeze. Ha, he won't be found. Only I know where he is, Mizuki grinned subconsciously. In the woods, close to an abandoned house Naruto landed from the tree, peering around and sniffing for Mizuki, but all he could smell was foliage and, for some reason, lavender. I suppose Mizuki-sensei hasn't arrived yet. Oh well, it gives me more time to try out one of these cool jutsus, Naruto said. I still don't trust him, but maybe one of these jutsus can help us, Kira speculated. Naruto unsealed the paper and was surprised to see a variety of challenging jutsus. His gaze then noticed one that said, Shadow Clone Jutsu, maybe this will help us with our clone problem, Kira-hime, Naruto thought as he read the summary. Perhaps, and it states the clones are reliable. So it could be an answer, Kira speculated, looking over Naruto's shoulder. Let's give it a shot. You never know until you try, Naruto said. Various forest locations, are you sure it was Naruto and not someone in a transformation disguise? Questioned Sasuke as he and Iruka jumped from branch to tree searching for Naruto. Yes, I'm certain. I checked his apartment and it's empty, and he never showed up to Ichiraku, which you know he wouldn't miss for the world unless it's for training, Iruka explained. Let's ask him when we catch up to him, Sasuke suggested. This way, Sasuke, I sense his chakra signature, Iruka said, recognizing Naruto's chakra signature. You did it, Foxy-kun, joyfully praised Kira, wiggling her tail. Naruto was totally exhausted and chose to settle down while gasping for air. Yeah, now Iruka-sensei and Mizuki-sensei can pass me, and Sasuke doesn't have to repeat, Naruto grumbled. Naruto inhaled the air, picking up on Iruka's fragrance as well as Sasuke's canine scent. You found me, Iruka-sensei, Naruto said faintly as Iruka and Sasuke emerged. Sorry, but I only had time to do one jutsu, Naruto said, rubbing the back of his skull and smiling. He's been working hard, I can tell, Iruka thought as Sasuke assisted Naruto to his feet. Naruto, why did you take the scroll? You know it's forbidden, Sasuke said. Forbidden? But this is the text that Mizuki-sensei informed me I needed to master in order to pass, Naruto explained, puzzled. Why would Mizuki? Iruka was stopped by the sound of hurtling metal and tackled both lads to the ground as a massive shuriken embedded itself in a nearby tree. Oh, I mourn you. Oh well, at least now I can get rid of these pests once and for all, Mizuki said as she appeared in a tree limb. What are you doing, Mizuki-sensei? Naruto was taken aback when Mizuki attempted to assault them. "Naruto, please hand me the paper. Aruka is attempting to dupe you," exclaimed Mizuki. "Naruto, don't give him the tablet. Mizuki is deceiving you. He simply desires the paper for himself. That tablet includes prohibited jutsus that, if it fell into the wrong hands, could be used against our community. Naruto, don't heed to him. Aruka, like the rest of the locals, despises you. All of his fatherly behavior was a ruse to get you to drop your defenses and allow him to murder you. He only likes Sasuke because he is the last Uchiha," Mizuki said evilly. "Listen, Naruto, something doesn't seem right. Aruka would never do something like this," Sasuke said quietly. "Sasuke, if I were you, I wouldn't get too near to Naruto. Because, as you can see, he's a demon," Mizuki explained. "I can guarantee you power, Sasuke, all the strength you'll need to murder your sibling for slaughtering your tribe. All you have to do is kill Naruto and steal that scroll," Mizuki said evilly. "What do you mean?" Sasuke inquired. "Well, you see, the reason everyone despises Naruto is because he..." "Mizuki, don't do it. He's the Kyuubi no Kitsune, or nine-tailed fox. The fox is sealed inside him, but he overpowered Naruto, making him the new Kyuubi no Kitsune," Mizuki explained. Sasuke just smiled and then burst out chuckling, which confused Mizuki. "I've always thought you were a moron. Now I know you're just a moron. Why don't you get your details right next time, Mizuki? For starters, Naruto already told he about the fox when we were 8. 2. My brother never killed my clan since he was with Naruto the whole time, and has evidence to prove it. 3. The only power I want is to protect those who are precious to me like Naruto, who is like a brother. 4. Naruto isn't a demon. Granted, he might be considered half-demon. 5. The Kyuubi isn't a he, it's a she. And 6. The Kyuubi has already granted me power by allying myself with the wolf summons, and is considered part of the wolf clan. So, like Naruto, I'm a half-demon," said Sasuke as both boys unleashed their genjutsu, stunning Mizuki and Aruka. "How? When?" mumbled Mizuki. "That would be my doing," Kira said as she transformed into her human shape. "The Kyuubi no Kitsune in the flesh," Kira boldly declared of her title. That's impossible," Mizuki exclaimed, concerned. "With me around, nothing is impossible," Naruto said. Mizuki simply groaned in annoyance. "Fine, now I can get rid of 2 demons," Mizuki said, launching 2 big shuriken at Naruto and Kira. As Mizuki hurled more shuriken, the 3 leapt up to the treetops, forcing them to split. When Naruto landed, he spotted a huge shuriken immediately in front of him. "Naruto-kun!" screamed Kira, who ran towards him but couldn't catch up in time. "No," said Sasuke as he approached Naruto after witnessing the incident. "Not one more. I'm not going to lose another member of my family now," Sasuke mentally shouted, but he was too far away. Thud. Naruto was pushed to the ground and his eyes opened. He noticed Aruka on top of him, holding the shuriken. Aruka-sensei." Naruto hesitated. "I lost my parents during the Kyuubi assault because you were just like me. My scores dropped as a result, and I became the class jester to attract attention.
I understand how it feels to be alone with no one to care for you. I saw myself when I first saw you, but then I saw you with Sasuke after the disaster, and the 2 of you became companions. Then they became like family to each other, which is why I regard both of you as if you were my children," Aruka said, tears falling from his eyes. "Now, Naruto, get the hell out of here. Make certain Mizuki does not obtain the tablet."
Naruto stood up and leapt to the woods, followed by Sasuke and Kira. "Tisk, tisk, Aruka, you've taken me by surprise. After all, there was an ideal chance to slay the monster and revenge your parents, but I suppose you prefer to do it yourself," Mizuki explained. "Shut up, you jerk," Aruka said, removing the shuriken from his back. "I won't let you touch Naruto, Sasuke, or the Kyuubi," Aruka said, adopting a protective taijutsu posture. "Are you willing to protect the demon who stole your parents, Aruka?" sneered Mizuki. "If Naruto and Sasuke believe in her, so should I." Aruka threw the massive shuriken, prompting Mizuki to leap into a tree limb and pursue Naruto. "Damn," cursed Aruka as she followed Mizuki. Further into the bush, Aruka noticed Naruto lugging the paper while Sasuke and the Kyuubi were nearby. Mizuki, dressed as Aruka, hurled several kunai at Naruto, striking him in the back. Naruto landed in a neighboring branch, joined by Sasuke and Kira. "Naruto, it's okay now, Mizuki is gone," landed Aruka in front of him. Naruto pulled out a kunai and threw it at Aruka, causing Aruka to avoid the missile. "And Naruto, what are you doing?" Aruka inquired. "You aren't Aruka-sensei." I should now because. Naruto huffed, showing Iruka in his place as Sasuke, and Kira blew out of existence. I'm the true Iruka. You were never very adept at clone jutsu, Mizuki. You're a jerk, Iruka. Can't you see that he's nothing more than a beast? He most likely plotted this, biding his time to slaughter everyone without compassion. He only cares about satisfying his bloodlust, Mizuki said. Naruto, Kira, and Sasuke were eavesdropping in on a discussion between Iruka and Mizuki near a tree. You're right, that is a beast, Iruka said, as Naruto became discouraged and began to trust Mizuki's word about Iruka. But that's not how Naruto is, Iruka asserted proudly. Naruto snapped his head up, eager to hear. Naruto is a diligent worker who has never had a day off in his life. Apart from me, he has now discovered someone who accepts him for who he is. If anything, no matter what you do to me, I know Naruto will continue to work hard and pursue his dream. To become Hokage of the village hidden in the leaves, shouted Iruka, praying Naruto heard him. Mizuki furrowed his brows in irritation, lifting a massive shuriken ready to kill Iruka. Kira suddenly emerged in front of Iruka, flailing her claw-like hands, causing Mizuki to sidestep and clawing Mizuki's jacket. Sasuke appeared behind Mizuki and kicked him in the back, while Naruto appeared above him and swung the huge scroll down like a mallet, crushing Mizuki to the ground. If you ever come into contact with my sensei, I'll kill you, Naruto said with venom in his voice. Mizuki glanced at him and laughed, ha, ha, what are your plans? You're just a school pupil, a recently assigned genin, and a bound monster. Face it, I'm stronger than you, said Mizuki, evilly smiling. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Said Naruto, his wicked grin causing Mizuki to fret. Naruto dropped the paper with a hefty thud, and sealed it with a cross-shaped palm stamp. I want you two to copy this jutsu, Sasuke and Kira Haim, Naruto said. Sharingan. Ryugan. Kira's eyes turned gold with 2 silver Tomoe and 2 rectangles near the iris, while Sasuke's eyes turned crimson with 2 black Tomoe in each. But that's correct. It's the lineage of the 4th Hokage, my father's bloodline, my heritage. In addition, as a present, an acquaintance of Kira Haim triggered Sasuke's lineage. As for Kira Haim, because she's sealed inside me, she gets to share my bloodline, Naruto explained. Now face Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze's wrath, shadow clone jutsu, screamed Naruto as the nearby area was blanketed in smoke, revealing hundreds of Naruto. Shadow clone jutsu, shouted Sasuke and Kira simultaneously, as hundreds of Sasuke and Kira materialized alongside Naruto's clones. Those aren't just images, they're real clones, smirked Iruka. Naruto, you never cease to astound me. You're going to find out what happens when you mess with one of my precious people, said Naruto. Please save some body parts for me. I never liked it when he dubbed you and Kira demons, Naruto said, popping his fingers. Normally, I'm against spilling human blood, but I think I'll make an exception in this case, Kira said, extending her talons. As each clone began striking Mizuki with no end in sight, they all shouted a war cry. Mizuki was laying on the floor with distended injuries, fractured limbs, and a black eye when the clones vanished. Well, I'm satisfied, Sasuke said, putting his palms in his pocket. Who knew hitting an idiot senselessly would be so enjoyable, Kira remarked. He's had it coming to him for a while now, Naruto said. Alright, step out, whoever you are. I can smell your scent behind that tree, Sasuke stated. Hinata emerged from the tree that Sasuke was yelling at, twiddling her fingertips. Hinata-chan, what are you doing here? Naruto inquired. Well, I murmured Hinata, her voice subdued.
I heard everything Naruto about what Mizuki-sensei has said, stammered Hinata, causing Naruto to worry. But I think why you're amazing for carrying such a burden. Ever since I saw those scars when Sakura struck you. I cried K knowing that you were in pain and I wanted to make the pain ago. I'm just sorry that you already like the Kyuubi because I love you, Hinata shrieked, making Naruto flush.
She embraces me regardless of my looks, she doesn't mind Kira Haim, and she adores me. She wanted to take away my agony, and she's kind of attractive, Naruto pondered. Giggle, you see, Hinata-chan, Naruto-kun isn't the only one who likes me. He also has a crush on you, Kira chuckled. What do you mean? Hinata inquired. You see, because Naruto-kun is the last member of the Namikaze clan, the clan of the 4th Hokage, he needs more than 4 wives to restore his clan, Kira stated. I suppose what Kira Haim is attempting to convey is that, because you adore me despite having Kira Haim's strength locked inside me, would you? Gulp. Would you like to be my mate and fiancé? Naruto stammered. Why yes, exclaimed Hinata after hearing Naruto propose to her. I'd love to, Hinata said, beaming. Naruto approached Hinata and embraced her, weeping floods of delight that he was adored by someone else. Kira was weeping as well at the sight in front of her when she heard a peculiar disturbance. Sniff, sniff, ahem, are you crying, Sasuke? Kira inquired. Don't be silly, I just have something in my eye, she says. Apart from you, I'm just happy Naruto has another treasured individual. Nothing to weep about, said Sasuke. That was close, he thought relievedly. Blackmail, Kira sneered. Naruto wrapped his arms around Hinata, raising her head and kissing her on the mouth. Hinata groaned ardently until he interrupted the kiss going down her neck, causing Hinata to shut her eyes in pleasure until Hinata felt a puncture on her neck, which didn't harm her in the least. She was actually feeling fine until she saw her body erupt into a dark blue inferno. Hinata emerged from the flames with longer hair that reached her mid-back, 2 midnight blue fox ears, and a midnight blue tail with a purple point. Hinata admired her new looks and characteristics, especially her tail. Looks like I now have 2 angels in my life, Naruto said, making Hinata flush. And a new sister, Sasuke added. Kira approached Hinata, demonstrating that both females were the same height and breast measurement. Kira's foxy smirk piqued Hinata's interest until Kira grasped her jawline and kissed her fiercely. Hinata looked wide-eyed at the redhead's actions, but she felt good for some reason. Kira interrupted the smooch by laughing at Hinata's confused response. You see, since Naruto-kun marked you as his mate, you're also my mate, Kira explained. Kira's idea made Hinata flush. Ah, you're so cute, Kira said as she hugged Hinata. I suppose I can share Naruto with you and 2 other women, Hinata said. Don't worry, Angel-chan. If Foxy-kun chooses other mates, they must first be approved by us, Kira said. Angel-chan, it's a moniker we give each other. For example, Naruto-kun is Foxy-kun because he is a cunning savant, which is unfortunate because he had to hold back in the academy. Because I'm a female fox, Foxy-kun calls me Vixenheim, and because you're a sweaty and caring girl like an angel, we'll call you Angel-chan, or Angelheim, Kira explained. Dawn was coming as Sasuke and Naruto assisted Iruka in standing until he said, Naruto, wait, close your eyes, Iruka said. Naruto closed his eyes, experiencing a small discomfort in his hearing. Alright, you can open them now, Iruka said. Naruto opened his eyes to show a beaming Iruka, but there was something off about him. Naruto couldn't figure out what was wrong with his hearing until he felt the chilly touch of a metal plate with a helix etched into it. You pass, Naruto said to Iruka, who was still beaming. Naruto embraced Iruka and grinned. Naruto then undid the bandana and wrapped it around his neck in the manner of Hinata. It doesn't hurt your ears, and it's a good excuse to imitate Hinata, Naruto said, making everyone giggle. Come on you 4, we need to see the Hokage about what happened, Iruka said as Naruto took up the forbidden scroll. The Hokage Tower, well now, Naruto, you never cease to amaze me, the Hokage said, gazing at the incident in his crystal ball. But how am I going to convey this to Hiyashi? Lord Hokage, Naruto has yet to appear with the forbidden scroll, exclaimed an Anbu who appeared. Don't fear, Iruka located him, and they found their way back here on their own. Have some Anbu standing by to arrest Mizuki for betraying the village, attempting to steal the forbidden scroll, framing an innocent child, and attempting murder, said the Hokage, still beaming as he looked into the crystal ball. Indeed, Hokage-sama. Oh, and bring Hiyashi Hyuga here while you're at it. There's something I need to talk to him about, the Hokage said, massaging his forehead. Okay. Whatever you say, Hokage-sama, the Anbu said, puzzled, but chose to brush it off. Naruto, Kira, and Hinata were strolling hand in hand, tails entwined, while Sasuke strolled next to Iruka, who was bearing Mizuki's comatose body over Iruka's shoulder, hands behind his back. Boy, this is going to be difficult to explain, Iruka groaned, but who knew Naruto was a genius like you, Sasuke? Naruto and I have had a similar mindset since Shikamaru taught Naruto how to play shogi and chess. After that, we'd always have a game with the same result, and we'd both finish up in an impasse, Sasuke explained. Because we usually play, this increased Naruto's mentality on tactics, battle strategy, how to turn a dire situation into our favor, and a few history lessons and such that miraculously stuck with one of your lectures, Iruka. Did Shikamaru teach Naruto? But his scores are about the same as Naruto holding back, a perplexed Iruka explained. That's correct, but he's a savant. He's simply extremely indolent. I'd say it would take both me and Naruto to outwit him, because his mindset dwarfs ours. He even taught us his meditation technique, which he invented to plan several steps ahead of the enemy, and it has come in very handy, Sasuke said. Where am I? Grown whacked Mizuki was regaining consciousness when Sasuke seized a nearby spade with his tail and whacking Mizuki senseless once more. Was that really necessary? Iruka asked, her perspiration dripping. Yes, I didn't want to deal with him again, Sasuke admitted. Let's just hope you didn't give him amnesia, Iruka said. Don't worry, I have the cure right here, Sasuke said, winding his tail around the spade. When the party arrived at the Hokage Tower, they gave Mizuki's comatose corpse to some Anbu waiting by the entryway, telling them that the Hokage had commanded them to wait for them outside and capture Mizuki, and that the Hokage had asked their urgent attendance with him. The party of 5 entered the Hokage's office, joined by another man with long glossy black hair that reached his mid back, white robes, and pure white eyes, and a young girl about 8 years old concealing behind the man's back with long brown hair and white eyes. Father? Hanabi? Hinata stammered. Hinata, is that you? The guy known as Hinata's father inquired. Yes, I was going to explain that part right now, Hiyashi, Sarutobi said. What happened to you? Hiyashi inquired. Well, you see. Hinata described everything she heard from Mizuki's discussion, including the reality behind the Kyuubi no Kitsune, Naruto's proposal to her, and how much she adored him. Well, that's quite a story, Hiyashi said. Hinata Nichan, see can I play with your tail? A bashful Hanabi inquired. Of course you can, Hanabi dear, Hinata said motherly. Hanabi laughed and began to toy with her sister's tail. Just like her mother, Hiyashi reflected on his adoring wife. If you don't mind my asking, why did you bring Hinata-chan's younger sister here? Kira inquired. I don't believe the Hyuga leaders. They've already forced me to do horrible things that I regret, Hiyashi explained. Like what Hiyashi-sama said? Naruto inquired. To begin with, they've forced me to place the caged bird seal on Neji. I despised that insignia from the minute I saw it. I attempted to persuade the elders to let me place the seal on him physically when I was really planning on creating a false seal to appear genuine by using my brother's seal as a model. They refused me, however, and put the stamp on his brow. I can still hear my sibling shriek when they put the cover on it. I felt like weeping when he shouted like Neji. After they put the cover on Neji, I continued apologizing, trying to come up with a means to make amends for not trying harder to escape this predicament. All my brother and Neji requested was that I keep an eye on Hinata and make sure she grew up happily. During that time, the hidden cloud village came to visit to form an association with us. That night, they attempted to abduct Hinata in order to experiment on her to see how the Byakugan operated. Fortunately, he failed, and I murdered the abductor, who turned out to be the cloud village's emissary. The other delegates were enraged and demanded my life in retaliation for the one they had lost. The Hyuga leaders didn't want me to go, so they sent my brother instead, but I refused until my brother struck me out. When I awoke, I told Neji everything that had happened, and I couldn't stop weeping over my brother's demise. I implored Neji to pardon me, but all he requested was that I keep an eye on Hinata like my brother did for me in order to respect his legacy. Then they compel me to dissolve our clan partnership with the Namikaze clan, Hiyashi explained. Wait, isn't that your clan, Foxy-kun? Kira inquired. You have to be the Kyuubi. Hey, Minato was correct all along, Hiyashi said. What do you mean? Sasuke inquired. You see, Minato and I were close pals. When we both became clan leaders, we agreed to form a clan partnership. We found out I was having a daughter and Minato was having a son when our spouses became expectant. So, in addition to our familial union, we agreed that our offspring could marry if they so desired. If one of our offspring objected, the marriage, but not the partnership, would end, Hiyashi clarified. Hinata embraced Naruto, delighted that she had been betrothed to her heartthrob the entire time, and Naruto hugged back. I see that we made the right decision in having the marriage, Hiyashi said, making the two teenagers flush. Anyway, when the Kyuubi struck, Minato noticed how she was acting oddly, almost like a trapped beast struggling for its life. When you were confined, the Hyuga leaders saw Naruto as a nuisance and a monster, just like the rest of the people. That's why they disbanded the clan union, fearing Naruto would destroy and taint the Hyuga name, Hiyashi explained. What's more, they believed Hinata was too feeble to be a successor and wished to abandon her and put the seal on her as well. That's when I resolved I'd never let my daughter go through what my brother and Neji did. So I persuaded the elders to put Hinata on a rigorous training schedule, which only wounded my heart to see my daughter endure at my hands because some old artifacts could never comprehend what it was like to experience agony. Then, one late night while studying, I came across an old document about our clan's rules, which stated that the head of the clan can eliminate the elders, but only after the head has been freshly created as a fist edict. Once the head has established the first decree, and it is not to re-establish the Hyuga elders. The head cannot establish new elders, Hiyashi explained. As you can see, I've been working diligently to safeguard you and Hanabi from the Hyuga leader's deceit. I hope you can forgive me, Hiyashi said. Of course, I can never despise you, father. If you did it to safeguard us, you did it out of love, Hinata said as she carried Hanabi into her sister's hug like an infant to its mother. At the very least, something positive emerged from this experience. Now that you and Naruto are back together, I can restore our partnership and force the Hyuga leaders to accept whatever happens. Can I borrow your camera, Sarutobi-sama? Hiyashi inquired. Of course, but may I ask why? Asked the perplexed Hokage. Well, how many times do you get to inform a group of Hyuga leaders that they have no option, but to embrace the truth of things no matter how much they detested it? Their reaction would be hilarious, Hiyashi predicted. Everyone imagined the Hyuga seniors having a heart attack or making a shocked expression because they were so arrogant. The imagined pictures made everyone chuckle. Ha, 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 ah. Okay, Hiyashi, you can take it as long as I get a duplicate, the Hokage said, brushing away a cry. To be continued.
That's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening to this video. If you did enjoy this part of the story, like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you all for helping support and have a great day.